Hey agents, it's Justin Udy, team leader, Justin Udy and Team Real Estate. Today, let's talk about the top 3 tools that you need to bring with you on every appointment. So let's talk really quickly about the tools that you need to bring on every appointment. Now, this is very simple, but I just think I'm a big believer that you need, my dad always told me this. My dad's a super handy guy. He always could do everything. And he said, if you have the right tools, you can do any job. And that's always really stuck with me. I have a full tool bucket. I've gone to clients' properties and put on lights and numbers and switches and plugs just because the handyman couldn't show up, okay? And I'm not saying you need to do that. What I'm saying is preparation really makes a difference. I loved it when one of my clients told me, he's like, you really have access to everything, and it is a good thing because they know when people say stuff like that kind of indicates like, man, you're reliable, you're resourceful, you have a solution for my problem. And that's what we're doing, right? But here's the top 3 things that really you should always bring with you in your car. Super simple, but let's just think about of how simple and things that people just don't do. Number 1, bring a tape measure. Okay, I have 2 tape measures. One is a small one and one is one of the big long ones. Guess what? Don't go out and buy that if you don't want to. Just bring something. There is always a time where people always ask, and you're gonna hear this like, how big is this? How large do you think it is? What's code on this? And guess what? By throwing a simple tape measure on it and making a quick call to the city or evaluating or just telling them, you've kind of solved a problem that sometimes can actually be something that are like, well, can we go back tomorrow and look at it and measure it? You've already solved the problem because you brought it with you. Number 2, bring some graph paper. Sounds simple, sounds elementary, truly. But guess what? Graph paper sometimes allows you to draw out ideas that we can't overcome because we're physically at the property. Whether it be I'm selling a home or whether I'm buying a property, that piece of paper has always served me to be able to overcome these objections that sometimes clients have that you can help them kind of get to the next step, okay? And then number 3, always bring values with you, whether it be you're bringing rent rates, comparables, data of the community, crime rates, I don't care what it is. When you show up empty-handed, to me, that seems like you're ill-prepared. If somebody that shows up with data and information, they're ready to work. It's just like somebody that comes to your house to do work and they don't have their tools. It's like, what are you even doing here? It's like, well, I'm gonna consult you. Well, okay, that's great, but like, what are you gonna do next? And when we show up different, I will tell you, when there's 20,000 agents in the market, you gotta show up different. We gotta look different, we gotta feel different. Hey, if you wanna wear a hoodie in your business, you should wear a hoodie because that's who you feel comfortable with. I wouldn't caught dead in a hoodie, but that's again, if I'm showing up at my client's property on a 1.5 or 1.6 or $1.8 million home, I just have to be in a presence and show up not only as the person, but with the tools necessary so that they see me as a pro, an expert, and the go-to person in the market. Now, if you do not have tools or systems in your business and you're looking for ability to triple, triple, quadruple your business because you need tools and systems, that's something that we've always talked about on our team. So if you're looking for resources or need help in your business, just reach out. Happy to get you kind of some different mentality mindset. I had sold anywhere from, the most homes I ever sold in a year was 97 homes in a year. And I'll tell you, I had to incorporate tools and systems to make sure that things were made a little bit easier in my life. And I know that you can get your business to a point where you're making more money and you're having more time freedom, but you do have to have the right tools and systems in place. Anyway, if you need anything, reach out. Here to help. Thanks.